Do you struggle in hardcore Minecraft? Well, don't worry, you're not alone. Luckily for you, I've got a list of tips that'll help you struggle just a little bit less. Starting with tip number one. Tip number one, remember your chords. Getting lost is no fun in any game, especially in hardcore Minecraft, where you can't respawn just to go back to spawn. Make sure to always bring something to help remember where your base is in a specific coordinate. This could be from a book and quilt, or just a regular document in real life or in Google Docs. This is the crafting recipe for a book and quilt. Make sure to use it wisely and use it to find your base. Nobody likes getting lost. Tip number two, learn the difference between smelting blocks. I know that you absolutely hate waiting. Luckily, we have plenty of smelting blocks that let you smelt much faster. Starting with the smoker, it lets you cook food items with double the speed, and the blast furnace, which lets you convert ores twice the speed of a regular furnace. The furnace does have a few items that can only be smelted with the furnace itself. Tip number three, use a smoker or a campfire. On your screen now is a crafting recipe for the smoker. It smelts food twice as fast and is really cheap, just costing a furnace and 4 regular logs of any type. Tip number four, use the blast furnace. This is a recipe for the blast furnace. While it is really expensive for early game players to make, it serves its use by easily smelting iron, gold, and ancient debris twice as fast. Tip number five, furnace exclusive items. There are a handful of items that only furnaces can make. Those being sand, which makes glass, and stone, which makes smooth stone. Tip number six, use F3 to find treasure. Buried treasure is everywhere in Minecraft, and it gives insane loot each time you find it. Though, did you know there's always a way to guarantee that you even find it in the first place? The way to find buried treasure is quite simple, and anyone can do it as long as you have a keyboard. First, with a buried treasure map, you want to open F3. Look to the left side where it says the block location. You'll want the square brackets to have the values 9, 9 on the first and third number. Tip number 7, order of diamond items. When you use your diamonds, ideally you want to make the most out of them. That's why I've made an order of tools to make sure that you're getting your diamonds worth. Some of these can be rearranged depending on your situation. However, generally, you'll want your pickaxe, main weapon, armor, other tools, and then any random item afterwards. Tip number 8, start farming as soon as possible. Growing a food source early on is one of the best things to do in hardcore as it lets you get your food source extremely early on. Farmland gets watered when there's a water source block 4 blocks beside or diagonal to it in the same Y level or 1 Y level below it. Growing wheat could be used to trade with villagers, breed certain mobs like cows, or just make bread. Tip number 9, be afraid of the dark. In hard and hardcore Minecraft, mobs deal 1.5 times more damage than usual. This is an insane number, and is why hardcore Minecraft is so difficult, at least back then. So in places where lots of mobs can spawn like caves, you probably wouldn't want them all over your face. And you definitely don't want them near your base. That is why you have to have light all over your base and wherever you go. Tip number 10. Vindicators are overpowered. Even in full diamond, Vindicators are capable of 3-shotting most players. This gets even worse once you consider Iron Armor players. Vindicators are able to 2-shot anyone who's not wearing diamond. So the solution is just to bring a boat. Tip number 11, do not drink that potion. Once you get an ominous bottle, you have quite a few options on what to do with them. Usually, most people would go do raids for totems, as they're one of the most important things in hardcore Minecraft. However, another option is trials, which are much more difficult and you should not do them without proper preparation. Tip number 12, gold is good. Now, I'm not sure if you want to get into a whole situation with the piglins. After all, they're extremely deadly, and they are really strong. They're one of the easiest ways to die in the nether. So unless you have full enchanted netherite, please wear anything gold. It'll make sure that the piglins don't get you, and it's better than 800 jumping you all at once. Tip number 13, walls save lives. Walls act very similarly to regular blocks, allowing you to place anything on top. The only thing is that you can't jump on top of them, otherwise, well, you'll just fail. Unless you're going on a carpet, which then only you, the player, can jump over. This nearly makes you immune to zombies and creepers so long as you're 4 blocks away. Making a wall 2 blocks tall will also make you completely immune to skeletons. While spiders can climb over the walls, unless you're fighting 800 of them, I'm sure you can beat them all up. Tip 14. Totems make you almost immortal. Totems are extremely useful, especially in hardcore, due to them letting you ignore death, but just once, and it's consumed after the use. There are 2 main ways on how to get a totem. First is raids. Before you even think about doing raids, you have to be overprepared as to not get absolutely cooked by a Vindicator. I'd personally recommend, before you even think about doing raids, aim to get at least enchanted diamond armor, bring a boat, a shield, some gaps, and most importantly, a lot of blocks. Then drink an ominous bottle near a villager and don't die. If you intend to get totems through a mansion, I'd recommend getting very similar gear, except you should bring a bow, and it should be a little bit less difficult than doing a normal raid. Tip number 15. Hold 4 totems. Having 4 totems is a great balance between inventory space and having totems in the first place. It also helps you not go to your base as much, as it'll let you have more totems all at once. Tip number 16. Item enchantability stats. Each item that can be enchanted via an enchanting table has an enchantability stat. Besides bookshelves, these are the only ways to determine how good an enchantment will actually be on a piece of armor, tool, or something else. Gold has the highest enchantability stat, followed by netherite, iron, diamond, and anything else. Tip number 17. Make a shield. This is the crafting recipe for a shield. It's relatively cheap, and most early game players can make it with no issue. A shield literally lets you block any projectile or explosion in the entire game. Just throw this item in your offhand, and you're safe for the entirety of your hardcore world up until you get a totem. Tip number 18. A creeper can one-shot you through full iron armor. I don't need to explain this at all. Please just use a shield. Tip number 19. Mobs get better armor. To put it into brief terms, easy mode has an extremely small chance to have armor, and it's usually very weak. In normal mode, they have a higher chance, but it's still quite weak and manageable for most players. In hard mode, they can be enchanted and they can be full diamond. Who knows? Tip number 20. Risk taking is not worth it in hardcore. Taking any major risk in hardcore Minecraft is almost never worth it. You're always better off trying to do something safely instead of just rushing in before you're ready. Thanks for watching. This has been a really fun video to make. I also have a very important message right before we end off. So to decide what type of videos I'll be making in the future, I have this lever right here. It shows Minecraft content. Who would have thought? I totally promise you it is not rigged. Do not check the back. It is not rigged at all.